guys. So I've made it to our next rally. We're at the Bega Rally. We did this rally 2 years ago and we actually did really well. We got second outright. There was a few cancelled stages from the rain. It's actually rained again a lot overnight for this year's event. We stayed in Canberra, so we come down through Coombe this morning. It was very foggy, but we got here to Bega. It's actually not too bad. So we've got on some new GM6s on the front and K6As on the rear. So we'll try them on the Upper Capargo Road, the Shire stages. So we start with that one. Just hoping that maybe the smaller, finer granite sand style base, we don't need to clear too much. So I'm going a little bit more of a closed tread, but they're still not too bad. So we've just taken Datzilla for a run down the road, tested the flat shifter. That's all working because we had some issues the last rally. We did a test on the weekend and it all felt pretty good. So we've got 230 Ks to go. It's a massive event. It's sort of like 2 VRCs in one, but we'll see if all the stages run because they've had the rain. But up here on the Shire stuff, I think it'll be fine. Might be just the forest stages tonight. So we'll go into a few stages, come back, chuck on the steady light bar, and then we might get one more stage in, then we have a rest break for an hour for it to get dark, and we'll go back out and do hopefully 3 night stages, but we'll see what they do. So wish us luck, can't wait. We really love coming up to this rally. It's not actually a round of the Victorian Championship, it's just a round of the New South Wales Championship. And sometimes we come to the East Coast Classic, being in the old Datsun, but one of the most attracting things is the road, but also the competition. There's some really cool cars in it this year. One of the best being Neil Bates, who's like 4-time Australian Rally Champion, grew up racing against him at sort of the end of his career, and now he comes back and does a few events, so that'll be really cool to race against Neil. There's a few quick escorts as well. Luke's team has come up and quite a lot of other Victorians, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's a 70 car field, which is pretty big. And I actually used to come up here as a teenager, watch my dad do the rally, my brother, and then I've done it in my 240Z, Subaru RS, I think I did it in a Subaru RS as well, and then this will be the second time I've done it in a Datsun, so shows how much I really do love it, because it's about a 1,000 K journey. corrugations in the road. It felt like something's wrong with the car, but it's not, it's all the corrugations. But always really tricky, like I'm deafening 8. Yeah, the road's really tight and then they're open and really hard to read. So just struggling to get in a groove, but also enjoying it. Yeah. Okay. First stage was probably the most fun so far, but we've only done 2, so keep at it.
Oh, that's it.
down there. Look at the I just said that was up a lot, but I'm just leaving.
Was it one
Outside, inside. Yep, all on.
Making him carry his own fuel.
Yeah. Hey guys, we made it back to service, so we've done 4 stages, really good fun. We end up being car 3 on the road for the first one, car 2 on the road from the second stage on. So we're behind Riley Waters. There's not many lines to follow, especially for the tour drive. So it's tricky, but it's also, yeah, rewarding and enjoyable. Stage 2 just had no rhythm at all, and they were sort of mucking up the timing at the start of the stage, so we probably started the stage a second or 2 late, which was a bit of a bummer. Then there was corrugations on the road, so the car was making a bit of a funny noise, but it was just that. Then stage 3 I really enjoyed, had a good run, and the last stage had a really good run as well. So now we just check over the car. We've got 30 minutes, chuck on the steady lights now, put on our light bar, and we go and do one more stage, and then we come back for a service and sort of wait for the night. But we've put in a light bar on now just in case we do come across a bit of dark. But yeah, the next service won't be here, it'll be down at Eden. So we're gonna go all the way from Bega, do a really big transport down to the coast. So yeah, it's gonna be mainly transport this section, but yeah, keep it singing and have fun.
What do I do with my hands? Nah, it was all pretty good. Couple of little things were a bit slippery, but everything went really well. Car went pretty well. Tyres held up all right. I'm pretty happy with it. Old mate knows how to drive, so yeah. No, we got away with a few little skids here and there, but very tidy for the most part.
Town service. We've got an hour to check over the car. We've already got the lights on, and just do a once over before we go back into the last 3 stages, which is going to be 41 k's. So we're going to chuck on some new tyres because we've used the same rear tyres all day so far. They've done a really good job. They're wearing a little bit on the inside, so we're going to make a camber change to try and get the tyre wearing a bit more even. And we had a fitting come loose under the engine bay, little oil leak, so we've just done that up. The car's working well. Aiden's doing a good job on the route charts. Some of them seem to be, the corners are a little bit tighter than the description's saying, so I was driving a little bit up our sleeve, and there's been some tricky conditions, but also not as bad as I thought it may be. But we're really enjoying it. Cass got me a coffee, so I'm not feeling as bad as I was earlier, so that's good. We'll see how we go on the last 3. So we made it back to Boyd Town service. That's the end of day one. So we had a really good evening, really. It's only 7:30 at night, nearly 8 o'clock, so we've been a bit spoiled. It feels like it's midnight, but it's certainly not. So we had 3 proper night stages, and the LED lights worked really well. There's sort of logging roads and forest roads, so some were quite wide, lots of crests, some really, really fast stuff, like, yeah, super, super committed. And then the last stage had a really greasy section where we pulled a bit of time on everyone, so that was good. We're third on the road for that, so that would have certainly helped us. So I pulled a fair bit of time back on Neil. I think we're only 9.5 off him now. But he just told me he mightn't be doing tomorrow. So that's a shame because it's been really good fun racing against him. And Riley Waters winning. We're 30 odd behind him. So it's been a really good battle. Tomorrow's still heaps of Ks. And hopefully, yeah, the weather stays good. I think it's 72 Ks or something in the morning without a service. So we're just going to go right over the car now, maybe some new front brake pads. We're going to see how they are. They're getting a bit worn, and get it ready for the morning. We've got to be back here ready to start at 8 AM. So. Hey guys, so it's, what is it, Sunday morning now at the Bega Rally. Sun's out, perfect timing. We're about to take that Zilla over to put some fuel in it. Feeling a little bit better today, lost more on my voice though, which isn't great. We're starting with Snake Track. Like I said last night, it's one of the most demanding stages there is. It's just corner, 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 like the name goes, but it's also a lot of fun. Batesy hasn't turned up this morning, so that's a bloody shame, which we sort of knew last night, but it was going to be a really good race today. We also got the Bonnie Doon stage, which we did 2 years ago. It's a bit different configuration, but it was a lot of fun last time. A really heavily forested, like logged road, very fast, big crests and stuff. And then the last stage of the day has been cancelled. Forestry wouldn't let us run it, but that's okay. We're still going to get 220 odd Ks in the 2 days, so it's going to be cool. finished, yeah, snake track. Really hard work, especially when you're sick. About halfway through, maybe just past halfway through, we had a spin. So I lost 8-10 seconds there, which sucked a bit. And then on, the road was like more greasy and really tricky actually, so I took it a bit easy from there on. But yeah, it was still fine. Brakes got a bit hot, but nothing too bad. So car's all good, we didn't hit anything, so we'll keep pushing on. We made it to midday service. It was a bit of a rush because yeah, it's only a 20-minute service, this one, but it's the last service of the rally. So we've done the refuel, go back out on the same tyres. This morning was a bit tricky. We ran last night's tyres. Snake track was alright. Halfway through we had a spin, then it got really greasy. Then Bonnie Doon stage, we had to slow 3 times for kangaroos. Front bump had come loose, but we sorted that out with some cable ties. And it was really rough, like rougher than I ever remember it from 2 years ago. Then the last stage, I don't know the name of it, but it's an awesome stage, got the spectator point in it. We sort of muffed up the spectator point a bit with the new front brake pads from last night. It's got more front brake pressure and I just can't get a good balance. We sort of needed rears at the same time. So I'm sort of locking up the fronts a bit. We've just done a full spanner check on the car and we've got a 41k stage now. We're only 1.3 seconds ahead of Griffin in the Mirage 8.4. Yeah, so sorry, we're coming second and he's third. And Riley Waters is way out in front now, like 2 minutes 35. So we're first tour drive, so that's really good. But yeah, well, I don't know if we can keep him behind us. He's pulling heaps of time on us today, so we'll just have a push on this last one, see how we go. Yeah, so that was really good. That stage 41 Ks, we had a bit of a crack. The conditions probably suited the car, which was good, and we really enjoyed it. So it was good to hold on to second. Same as 2 years ago, Riley Waters won and we were second. So good to have a little battle with those guys at the end there, and Neil yesterday, and Car's done a lot of Ks and done a really good job. So Hayden's done really well, and yeah, thanks to all the service crew and sponsors, it's been really cool.
It was great. It was good fun. Yeah, that last stage was amazing. Brendo just drove the wheels off the car. It was so good. Really enjoyed it. I'm actually a bit sad it wasn't a bit longer, but yeah, it was great fun.
Yeah.
You need to do this. Good thing the rally's finished.
Yeah. Very lucky.
What do you reckon, Gordon? How do you do?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Wrong car though, but good.
Should be an escort.
Should be an S.
Everything's right.
Hey guys, that's a wrap on the Bega Rally. We ended up second outright, so same as 2 years ago with Riley Waters winning again in the Subaru, but we didn't really expect it, so that's really good. Such a shame that Neil didn't keep competing, so you have to come back out again, Neil, and show us what you got. Come to the Alpine and we'll challenge you there next. The car's done a great job, other than having to push it on the trailer. It did an awesome job all weekend. Aiden's done really well in the car, even though he doesn't want to be on camera. We don't know what's going to be next actually, so stay tuned, and yeah, we'll bring you something else cool soon. Make sure you subscribe and like the video and tell your friends. Cheers.